Hey guys, it's LittleFree86 here, and welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons video. It is day 1 on my island for Mootopia. Make sure to check out day 0, aka last episode, for more. Let's get right into it. Testing, test. Hello, Oh dear, so sorry about that. The volume was a little loud there. Hello, everyone. Starting today, I'll be doing an island-wide broadcast full of island updates, going on and such. I'll be going over some things that are very important to island life, so lend me your island ears for a short time. Now, it's only fitting that we kick off this daily ritual with the doozy of an island announcement. The Mootopia Airport is now open for business. Starting today, you can use online and local communication to fly to other islands for a visit. That's not all, no, the airport counter now offers postal services. And just like the resident service center, the airport is open 24 hours a day, so please do drop by for a look. That's all from me. I do hope you all enjoy another fine day of luxurious Mootopia living. So, basically, this whole entire day was just me kind of getting used to the Animal Crossing formula and routine. Don't worry, I'm gonna gain a routine eventually, but first, I'm gonna check my mail and see what my mom has to say. My dear Flota, how is your new life treating you? Eating well, brushing your teeth, washing behind your ears? Oh dear, I'm all worked up. Here's a little something to help out. Eat it or plant it, but think of me, Mom. And she sent a fabulous gift, which I will 100% put in my pocket. She actually gave me a foreign fruit. She gave me some cherries, which I do not have on my island, which, honestly, they sell for a lot more money than oranges do, as I've heard, and that's pretty much a basic in Animal Crossing. Foreign fruit equals more money when you sell it. Nonetheless, gathering branches, there's a lot of things that I did outside of episode before I started recording. One that is that I caught more sea creatures, like the black bass and the sea butterfly, and etc., etc. So, I don't know what to do with these fish just yet, but I did catch them just in case Blathers comes around. I also got stung by bees once, and I also found a message in a bottle as well, so that is really exciting. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and see what's inside. And there's another fish over there. It's a bitterling, and I named it Britain after my best friend that is always very bitter. And yeah, kind of dancing around in the music a little bit. But yeah, my tent is slowly getting more cozy, a little bit more homey. I just cannot wait to actually get a house. Now, like I said, I did a ton of stuff out of video, and I'm going to show you a little bit of that stuff right now. We're going to head to the plaza and check the bulletin board, which I haven't viewed just yet. I was able to view it yesterday, but I just didn't have the time, and this is an achievement for Nook Miles, so I'm going to retrieve those right away. I also did a lot more stuff on a video, like creating patterns and doing other tasks to get more miles. I also broke my fishing rod, so more miles. Like, this is pretty simple. And if you're just starting out Animal Crossing New Horizons as well, do stuff. Just do your thing. Don't even worry about the miles. Just do stuff that you think will do great, because it's going to end up giving you a reward anyway. So yeah, just retrieving a ton of miles. Like at the beginning of the video, we had like around 1,000 miles. Now look at this. We're almost at 3,000, almost 4,000 miles, which is incredible. Speaking of new patterns and designs, I made a Mutu Haps design, which looks pretty cool. It's based off of the gold, silver, and crystal sprite, except I made it a little bit more happy, which it makes my day. Now going into resident services, I am going to start making some new tools because my flimsy fishing rod broke, and we didn't make a flimsy net just yet. Nook, I think, gave us it last video. If not, I probably got it out of video. But it's finally time to catch some bugs, because you just see those butterflies wandering around, and I'm like, I want to catch them, but now we can. I also make a new fishing rod as well because it's kind of necessary to, well, catch fish. Because I actually kind of like fishing in this game, not gonna lie. After making the tools, I decided to make some more furniture items out of the junk that I got from fishing, like the shoes and the can and the tire. It's a really good use of crafting, and it'll definitely spruce up the exterior of my house a little bit more because it's just covered in weeds and has 2 trees in the front. Also, I did a little bit of shopping on a video as well, as you can see that my bell count's a little bit lower. But yeah, I just wanted to see what was in stock. Of course, we could buy stuff, but who wants to buy stuff? Just a little bit more money to get the new DIY recipes for multiple new furniture items, which is going to be very nice. Cannot wait to get them. I actually sell a bunch of stuff afterwards, and knowing my luck, we got like 2,000, almost 3,000 bells in profit, which is going to help us in the future to get more stuff. I'm not complaining. Thank you, Timmy. And when I mean the future, I mean right now. We have more than enough money to buy this digital DIY recipe book. So let's get it. I also decided to do a little bit more shopping afterwards, and it turns out that I had enough money to also buy the slingshot recipe, which was only 300 bells. Not that bad. I'll definitely buy it, just in case we have presents just wandering in the sky. Also, Nook Miles, see what I mean? Nook Miles can be earned anytime and anywhere. Looking at the things that I can't really craft right now, I then realized that there are a couple of recipes that I still need to look at in my inventory. For example, the leaf umbrella, which Renee gave me last time, which is definitely going to be useful when it rains. And also the slingshot recipe, which I literally just got. After reorganizing my inventory, I found a message in a bottle from Muscular Craftsman Billy. He said there was a cool DIY recipe, so I was a little bit interested. It turned out to be more than cool. It was a wooden full-length mirror, which actually makes you able to re-customize your character again. So far, I don't have the resources for it, but I am still very excited that I have the opportunity to craft something like that. Now, moving on to the Nook stop, I get my extra bonus daily miles and decide to see what was up because now I have more than enough bells to shop for basic necessities and other items. I wanted to buy a Hoy shirt, which, Hoy? Duh, it's so amazing and so simplistic, and I really needed the shirt because I think a little bit of customization would relieve me of my insanity. After redeeming more Nook Miles, etc., 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 I decided to go some bug hunting as well as talking to Rudy, which he complimented me on wearing his hat that he gave me on day 0. Which, gotta admit, my head muscle is pretty big. After failure at catching bugs, because Flota is an obvious Animal Crossing noob, I decide to head to the beach and I find yet another message in a bottle with another DIY recipe. This is definitely my lucky day. From the DIY icon Colton, he said that it's going to be one big of recipe, and I'm very confused. And then I realized he gave me a DIY recipe to make a steel frame wall. Time to get all the pests out of my way. Then I walked on the other side of the beach, and I found a fish. I was a little bit excited to see one because I've always liked fishing, despite me being a noob. And this one was a little bit harder to catch because it was in a weird position, but I managed to catch it, and boy was I surprised. After that sort of hunting session, I decided to create something out of my old can that I got from fishing the other day. So, with weeds and the can, I was able to create a succulent, which, you gotta admit, it's pretty rustic, and it'll definitely give the plant life outdoors a little bit of extra flair. after catching a couple more fish, I finally got just enough Nook Miles to pay off my moving fees, which is pretty incredible. I'm finally able to not be in debt any longer, or, well, I think I'm not in debt any more longer. I immediately head back to resident services because, well, I need to pay Tom Nook a visit. Oh, hello there, hello, what would you like to talk to me about? I'm all ears. Oh, you'd like to pay your moving fees? Very well, you own 5,000 miles. Thank you so much. Indeed, that is 5,000 miles and not a mile less. With that, your moving fees have been paid in full. This is a happy day for us both, eh? Yes, you're free of clear debt, living on a thriving, scenic island. What could be better? Oh, that wasn't actually a rhetorical question. Let me be more specific. How is that tent treating you? It's great. Is that so? That's wonderful to hear. I am so pleased to see that you're enjoying your new island life. Indeed, establishing a solar utopia is one of the main aims of this investment. But speaking of this lovely paradise which you're already enjoying, couldn't it be even better? Yes, I suppose the time is right to discuss the possibility of building custom homes. And yes, Tom Nook said home. He is drawing me into this plot scheme where I will have to pay him debt forever and ever and ever. JK, you get the picture. Living in a tent for pretty much my whole entire life is definitely not going to suit my needs for my inventory or for my sanity. So this is definitely something that I need. So how much is going to cost, Tom Nook? Tell me how many bells do I have to owe you this time? 98,000. That's definitely going to be a challenge, but I think I'm going to be able to do it in a week or so. I am also able to pick the color of my roof on top of my house, which I chose green because it definitely fits in the surrounding landscape that I'm currently living in. But that's not all it seems like, because Tom Nook is going to be upgrading my Nook mileage program to Nook Miles Plus, which is going to be a life changer. It has so many more benefits. It earns additional miles for special circumstances as daily tasks, and they always refresh every time you complete those tasks, so it's unlimited Nook Miles, pretty much. We get to earn Nook Miles for pretty much doing anything. And also, there's also something way better for the Nook Stop. We're able to do many more benefits for the Nook Miles program. Basically, we're able to redeem these Nook Miles. Yes, we only have 30 right now, but touring, expanded inventory, more hairstyles and colors, some Nook Ink merch, and so much more, even recipes. It is definitely going to be in use later, and it makes Nook Miles even more valuable than they were before. While doing some daily exploring and just wandering around the island, I was gonna circle the island and see what was up, and then I realized that there was a present in the sky and I needed a slingshot. Unfortunately, the present despawned because I did go into the building, but I did buy a slingshot anyway, even though I already had the recipe. But I didn't have the materials for the recipe, so it wasn't a waste of money, but it also wasn't the best use of money. After a few minutes of play, I realized that my inventory was completely full from all the fish and all the bugs that I had. Man, inventory space is a big sacrifice. That's what I've learned from Animal Crossing. But nonetheless, I decided to place my bugs and fish near the side of my tent because I did know that Blathers would set up a tent eventually. Little did I know that I actually had to show the animals to Tom Nook and tell him, make him call Blathers so he can move into the island. I'll do this out of video, but I didn't do it in this one, so I'm going to do it right before day 2 starts, so we can get on track and start progressing in the game a little bit further and not have bugs and fish spread out and hoarding around my house, or my tent, or whatever. still, it's kind of a nuisance. After doing everything that I needed to do for the day, I decided to go to the Mootopia airport because it just opened, and it's definitely going to be useful if I want people to come to my island or if I want to come to theirs. I get to meet a very mysterious dodo named Orville, and he tells me all about the airport, but I already knew a lot about the airport, so I'm just going to dumb it down for everyone. Dodo Airlines allows players to travel to other islands locally or online. If you have Nintendo Switch Online, that is. You're also able to send mail there as well. Rip, Pelly, Phyllis, and Pete. But nonetheless, it's definitely going to be a good hub for traveling around the world and visiting other people's islands and having a blast. Now this is the part of the video where I get to stop talking. Enjoy some of this footage that I recorded after I went to the Mootopia airport. So yeah, just some fishing and just talking to villagers and doing the casual Animal Crossing life. After a long day of just collecting fish and getting Nook Miles and finally paying off my tent, I'm going to take a picture in front of my tent for the last time because tomorrow I'm going to be getting a tiny house. I cannot believe that I made it this far in like a couple of days. Or, well, you could say one day because yesterday didn't really count. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed it, and hopefully you watched the last video as well. Tomorrow will definitely be more interesting. Day number 2 is going to be epic, so let's come gather again soon. See you then.